So hello everyone, this is Harteij. I am a last stage cancer survivor. I'm a lawyer by profession and a writer by passion. So in 2013, I had last stage cancer. It was a Hodgkin's lymphoma. I took 6 cycles of chemotherapy of ABVD, and then by December 2014, I was all in remission. It was 2013 when I found a swelling on the right side of my neck. For initial time, I ignored it. I thought it might be just some like normal swelling and all. But I started going for some FNACs, and I went under 3 FNACs and there was no diagnosis. So I started taking a normal medicine which was prescribed to me by doctors, and it went for a year or so. In 2013, I went to Hyderabad at my brother's place, and we decided that it's been a year now and we need to get it checked properly. So we visited a general physician, and she asked us to visit an oncology surgeon. So basically that was the time when I went under a biopsy and I got to know that I have a third stage Hodgkin's lymphoma. I won't say it is easy, but I won't say it's tough also, because more than the pain, the treatment pain, it's how you take the disease. So it's more mental now. Because physical pain, many people can bear, and there are times when mental pain like breaks you. So it's very important for you to understand that this is temporary, first of all. There's nothing that it will take you to a permanent place where you won't be able to come back from some setbacks. I can definitely say that, because I, at a point of time, was not even able to walk. And then there was a time when I was riding alone, solo, all over India, facing all kind of, whether it was winter, summer, or let's say rains. And I was eating every normal thing. I mean, it's not about junk food, but I was eating a normal food, which is like getting sold outside. So it's not about anything. It's just about your mental stability, how you're taking it. In my case, I was having a lot of, let's say, mental issues that time. When I say mental issue, it doesn't mean that I got mad, but then I had people who kept on leaving me during that time. And it was my family who actually stood by and they supported me. That's why I tell to people that if you're going through anything, irrespective of what disease is, whether it's cancer or depression. I guess, in fact, depression is bigger than cancer, because when I came out of cancer, I went into depression for at least 6 months. And I went into record and said that I tried suicide as well, just once, but then I need to take a lot of courage. People who say that people who commit suicide are not courageous, all these things are just don't believe into. It takes a lot of courage. However, this is a foolish thing to do. I will definitely say that whenever it comes to in your mind, you should always think of your family. And probably that is what brought me back that day as well. I'm not proud of it, obviously, but I'm not ashamed of it, because the mental status was that. And I'm not, I can talk about it proudly. It's not that I hide about it, that I did something which should not have been done. I never told my family about it initially that time. Now they know it. And so when I went to them and told them that this is what I'm facing, my career went into a stake. I started looking old. I was 23 that time. Currently, I'm 31. For a lad who is just 22, 23, looks matter to him. Career matters to everyone, actually. But then I started judging myself by my own. There are people who were judging me and they were leaving me, obviously. But that made me put pressure on myself. I survived cancer. But there are other things now which I need to come out, like depression. I need to have a stable career. More than the cancer, it was depression which actually I fought. I was into a relationship for 7 years. So people thought that I will not be able to survive, because anyways, it was my last stage. I thought that, okay, I am getting a support from my people, but that was not the case. That was the phase when it actually showed up the real things which were usually do with what society does. When I told them that I have cancer, people started backing out. In fact, the whole family were involved of the other side. But then when this came into picture, they slowly started backing out that, okay, this guy is not going to survive. So we should actually stay away from him. There came a time when actually I survived. So now the ball was on their court and they were like, oh my God, what do we need to do now? Because now I am a survivor. There's another story coming up with myself that as a survivor history. Right now I'm into remission, but anything can come back again. People step back, people cheat on you, your friends cheat on you. Then society at large obviously starts seeing you when you start going out. I lost everything. My hair I lost, my eyebrows I lost. So when you step out, obviously people will see you. And apparently that will make you feel that, okay, they are seeing you and it's not the right thing. People need to understand, actually. I tell everyone that in India, the issue is that we hide our disease. be frank about our disease. We don't need to hide that. It's not about celebrating, but you need to have that guts and confidence that you haven't done any crime. People say that you might have done some wrong karma, and actually I believe in karma. So that's not that I don't believe in God, but that doesn't mean that I start believing in this stupid logic. I mean, you should be logical enough to understand that it can happen to anyone. When treatments start, I guess the best thing is to not read much about wrong things. At present, if you start Googling things, anything will apparently take you to the cancer. That's how Google search works. So it's good to understand your disease, but not to overdo things that it start making you like scenarios where you think that, okay, now I'm done. I won't be able to come out of it. And take one day at a time. I mean, don't plan things much. Just take your treatment as a priority, because anyways, if you want to do something else also, you have to complete your treatment. So what's the point of thinking about the other things? This is the wrong thing which I did during my treatment. I took a lot of pressure apart from the disease. I guess first priority should be the treatment. If you have doubts, have second opinion, but never doubt your doctor, right? If you have questions, ask him. If you still don't doubt him, you just have another opinion. But end of the day, you have to trust a doctor because he knows the disease. He will treat your disease. So that's what I did. Whatever my doctor said, I thoroughly followed him. There was nothing else which actually I did apart from he said. Although he never asked me to stop anything. But मैंने मेरी डाइट पे बहुत सारी चीजें खुद से ही पढ़ के, जो मुझे लगता था कि अगर मेरा फायदा नहीं होगा तो नुकसान तो नहीं होगा. मुझे 6 साल हो गए हैं रेमिशन में आए हुए. इस 6 साल आई गेस जितना मैंने पिछले 23 साल में नहीं किया था कैंसर के पहले, उससे ज्यादा मैंने बाद के 6 सालों में किया है. और आई लिटरली थैंक गॉड, नॉट बिकॉज आई गॉट द कैंसर बट बिकॉज आई सर्वाइव्ड. उसके बाद जो मुझे करने का मौका मिला. सो एज आई सेड दैट मैंने एक कैंपेन स्टार्ट किया जहां पर मैं सिटी टू सिटी अकेले ट्रैवल कर रहा था, और उसकी वजह से कई लोगों को पता चला कि उन्हें भी कैंसर है. तो अगर मेरी वजह से किसी को ये भी पता चल जा रहा है कि उसे कैंसर है और वो ठीक हो जाता है, तो आई गेस एक पर्सन की लाइफ में इससे बड़ी चीज कुछ नहीं हो सकती. लाइक से कि ये सारी चीजें तो हम अपनी लाइफ कैसे चला रहे हैं. वी नीड टू हैव अ करियर ऑल्सो. सो व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड फाइंडिंग अ जॉब, पीपल वर वेरी रिलक्टेंट टू गिव मी द जॉब. They actually made a statement that it won't be easy for a cancer survivor to sit in a corporate culture, tackle the pressure and all. But by God's grace, I was working with Deloitte, which is one of the big four. So career-wise, I got one of the biggest break. I was doing good with my personal life. Be happy that I am at least helping someone with respect to cancer, or let's say, even if they want to talk to me, I just talk to them. I don't judge anyone that this is how they are behaving right now, because it's the condition which is making them to do this.